Morning guys, Ben from My Cycling Coach. Hope you're doing well today. As you can see, just on the turbo this morning, getting my workout in for today. And I just wanted to have a chat with you and share another conversation that I was having with a client yesterday evening about complicating training sessions and really trying to keep it simple and how important this is. So this particular client, they sent me some of their ride data from some work they've been doing indoors. They've been following a little bit of a plan online. They'd found some example sessions that they could do, and it was so complicated. I mean, it had loads of stuff in there. It was like ramp up, zone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold at VO2 max, come back down to threshold, down to tempo, back up to VO2 max, a few neuromuscular sprint efforts in it. And I was just like, this is crazy. And a lot of the training plans say the reason behind sessions like this, with lots of different changes, and this was all within like an hour, by the way, this isn't over a long period of time, all of these changes within an hour session. And a lot of training plans will say the reasoning behind this is that it tries to keep you motivated during that hour session. Well, I don't know about motivated, but if I was to keep doing sessions like that, where I'm hitting all of those different zones in an hour, chopping and changing every minute, that's not going to motivate me. That's going to want to make me stop training. So, you know, beating yourself up like this, if you're doing something similar at the minute, you're following a plan, and that plan's making you hit like 6 different zones in a 1 hour session, it's going to probably help you improve your fitness to a certain point, but it'll maybe maintain or keep you going. But long term, this really isn't going to help your riding or help you develop and train effectively. You know, when it comes to turbo sessions, indoor sessions, or any training, really, any training, the saying, there's no school like the old school, really does apply. Just keeping it simple, effective. And how this translates into what I'm trying to say is that when you're doing an hour session, for example, on the turbo, just pick a couple of zones. You know, if you're trying to improve your VO2 max, just build out some basic VO2 max intervals and ride within VO2 max, build in some recovery sessions, and just follow that step-by-step structure through your session. You know, you don't need to be then doing a bit of threshold, a few minutes at threshold, a few minutes at tempo, a few minutes with neuromuscular sprints. Just do your VO2 max interval, come back down into recovery zone, and then go back into that VO2 max zone again. And by doing this, you really are just improving the quality of your training. You've got some specific goals in there. As I say, it might be VO2 max you're trying to improve, might be your threshold, might just be tempo effort, something along those lines. But pick one of those things before getting onto the bike, plan out a session around it. You know, a real basic session, for example, VO2 max efforts maybe, ride for 2 minutes in VO2 max zone, and then recover for 6 to 8 minutes. Repeat this 5 times. That is going to do a lot more for your fitness and power long term than getting on, riding for an hour and hitting like 6 different zones in that session. So keep it simple. As I say, there's no school like the old school when it comes to training. Keep it simple. A lot of these new training plans that are coming out, they're doing all these weird and wonderful things, and it says, as I say, to try and keep you motivated, but changing on the bike every 30 seconds to a minute, changing the zone that you're in. I mean, I don't find that enjoyable. I like to get on the bike, know I've got maybe 5 to 8 intervals planned, simple, effective, really work on performing those intervals at the best quality that I can, do that session, get off, session done. So guys, there you go. A bit of advice there on if you are following a plan that's similar to that, you're doing these sessions at the minute and you're just finding it's crazy when you get on there. Keep it simple, keep it effective. If you found this useful, please just drop a like on the post, subscribe, follow, feel free to comment if you've got any questions, or we'd love to hear some of the sessions that you're doing as well at the minute to keep your training going. Have a great day, guys. Enjoy your riding and speak to you soon.